In addition to my maps, I actually have an itinerary off to the side. That's basically going to show. That's basically going to tell me how to. Oops, that clown got wrecked. That's too bad. You're the worst cop ever, Aya. That'll basically tell me. Ammo? No. It'll basically tell me how to upgrade my stuff as I go. Because there are a lot of weapons and upgrades and stuff in this game, but why make it difficult on myself? One of these lockers has ammo in it. I know it. I know it in my bones, guys. Up here, maybe? I knew it! Ha! 6 bullets. What? How far? That clown only made it down the hallway. That's it. That's as far as he made it, guys. It's too bad, really. Alright, let's get out of here. I think there's 1 or 2 more rooms, but it's just medicines or ammo or whatever, and honestly, right now I'm pretty much stocked. Actually, early in the game, it's pretty important to... Yeah, see, I've only got 1 bullet left in my gun. I don't want to have to reload during combat, so... First, we'll take the 5 bullets out of the M8 and put them in the 220. Then the rehearsal key will get me in here to our next little boss fights. This game has wonderful music, too. I love the soundtrack for this game. This is one of the first gaming soundtracks that... I want to say that I bought it, but now that I'm thinking back, I probably just downloaded it. Yeah, I think I probably just downloaded it. And this was back in 1998 when it was hard to download game soundtracks. Or at least not as easy as it is today, but... I should have bought it, though. Maybe I did. Maybe I've still got a CD later in here. I'm not sure. Or maybe I tried to and it didn't get released in the States. Maybe that was it. Maybe I tried to buy it, but I couldn't because I didn't want to import it. Maybe that was what happened. That happened with a couple game soundtracks back in the day. So there's Eve in her most iconic form. This is the form you'll usually see her in artwork for the game. And she's also our first kind of sort of boss fight. How does she attack me? Okay, so yeah, that laser is kind of hard to dodge. You can dodge it by staying in between it and then kind of following it around, but it can be tricky. A lot of time it's easier to just eat the damage and then heal it. Yeah, you see, after my 5th shot there, I had to reload. Yeah, now I need to heal, like, definitely. But that's what Parasite Power is for. And it has to do a lot with the game's pre-rendered backgrounds. For some reason... they screw with my depth perception. It's hard to see sometimes where spell effects are actually located on the screen and where you would need to dodge to. So, just in case you guys don't know, this game uses the word mitochondria the way that Hideo Kojima uses the word nanomachines. The game treats mitochondria as magic things in your cell that have been evolving for millions of years and are trying to supplant humans as the dominant species on the planet. In actuality, mitochondria are the little bits of your cells that basically create energy. They turn oxygen into energy. That's the extent of my biology knowledge. That is all that I know. But that is enough to debunk most of what is in this game. This game treats mitochondria as though they're like alien invaders or whatever. Parasites, basically. That's what the game is. That's the title, I mean. But they're not. You've really got to suspend your disbelief, or I have to, at least, to playing this game as an adult. Because this game's just biology. And I'm like, no, that's not how biology works. Now Aya's running through the sewer in heels. I was talking about her name earlier. For years and years and years, I thought her name was pronounced Aya. And personally, I think that's a much nicer name, especially considering that her sister is Maya. And I just don't like the thought that anybody would name their daughters Maya and Aya. And you know what? I'm trying to line up the monsters here. That's because I'm kind of used to having an ability on my gun that I no longer have. Because in an X game, you would have a gun that has the burst ability, which can hit multiple monsters. We need to heal up here. You know what? Let's go ahead and... There we go. So yeah, I'm used to having that burst ability, so I'm used to trying to line up my shots to get multiple monsters with one shot. Obviously, I can't do that right now, because this is a brand new game, and the guns are not strong yet. We'll take that rat out of commission here. The frogs are really hard to dodge. I don't know a good, consistent way to dodge the tongues on that frog. And it'll probably take like 4 shots to take down. Like a lot of those sweeping attacks, like a lot of those melee attacks, you kind of already have to be in motion to successfully dodge them, so... This is my M19 here. Ah, yes, the M19 11A1. I should call Sigint and see what he has to say about that. That's a Metal Gear joke, because in Metal Gear, if you call Sigint with the M19 equipped, they have like a long-ass conversation about how awesome the gun is. I do believe I will be putting that gun to use later. So one of the tricks this game uses is because it's not a polygonal game, it uses pre-rendered backgrounds, right? So it can't really change camera angles. Hello, I gotta dodge these. Right in between there. It can't change camera angles, so it uses tricks of perspective like this in some cases. Make sure I get both of those revives. Like where you'll see an area from one angle and then you'll be able to see it from another angle later. Like I can look back into this area below me, the sewer area, from below, but I wouldn't be able to see the treasure boxes or anything. So the reason to come up around this U-turn, first of all, to fight those rats, they always drop revives, which is nice. But second of all, to see, oh, there are boxes hidden back there. So the game pulls a lot of tricks like that sometimes. And because the game is done up with pre-rendered backgrounds and uses so many perspective tricks and things, it also made it really difficult to map out. Like, I knew I could go online and download maps for the games, but you guys, you know me, I would much rather make life difficult on myself. Draw my own maps. So we've got a secret room back here, yes? Where's it at? There it is. Kind of have to just push your way through it. And there should be frogs in here, as I recall. Frogs or rats or... No, nothing. Okay. Got some ammo. Got a PE one. My inventory's full. Let's go ahead and use the PE one then. That gives a permanent +1 PE to my armor. One thing you can do, and then an offense +1, is you can actually stash items in chests and come back and get them later if you want. That's only very provisionally useful, though. And these stat items, I believe, are random, or pseudo-random. Like a chest with a stat item in it will always have a stat item, but it'll be a different stat item from playthrough to playthrough. So if you're doing a clean run through the game, you'll have different capabilities depending on what you pick up. Mo ammo. And then there's a box back here, which has another... Ooh, 2 offenses. Nice. Offense is probably the most useful stat, especially on... Oh, my gun's out of ammo, too. Especially on your first playthrough. Why did they put the sort command outside of the item window? I don't know, but they did. Don't have to be happy about it, but... So as I level up in the game, I will get bonus points. Once you acquire 100 bonus points, you can dump those bonus points into... No, there was a box up there I didn't get. I gotta go get that box. You can use bonus points to increase your abilities. We don't really need to talk about bonus points just yet. Get that box, Aya. What are you doing? Mostly because I don't think you can even use them until day 2. There we go. Yeah, sometimes you put her right up against a box and she doesn't want to open it because she's standing too close or too far. Or she's turned 1 degree off from the direction she needs to be facing. Some dumb stuff like that we used to just tolerate them in games. Nowadays, those things are not problems anymore, but I want to stay far away until it's time to attack. So I don't want to get licked. Doesn't matter though, because they can lick you from across the screen apparently. And if you fire from out of range, like I did just there, you get like no damage. So having high range guns is very important, so you don't have to close so close into monsters in order to hit them properly. That was the last encounter for the sewers. Yes, this is the door here. Let's go ahead and heal up. This will be a save point. Go to yes. On. I don't know why it goes from off to on. That's just... I forgot all about that little... Like, every game back in the day had those little save meters, but they took a lot of different shapes and sizes. And Parasite Eve is pretty interesting from a certain perspective. So Eve's thing is just by being in proximity to people, she can excite their mitochondria to the point where they combust. That's why Carnegie Hall burned down. And she can do even more terrible things, which we will see later. Eve is basically the very definition of the word monster. And Eve wants me to join her in her evil quest for mitochondrial domination. She makes a big deal throughout the game. How come you're fighting for the humans and not with me? That's not nice. We're supposed to be friends with Obama. So one of the themes of this game is horror. Another of the major themes of this game is slime, as we'll see. This game has quite a lot of slime. If you don't like slime, or if you're allergic to it, or whatever, you might as well get used to it. Now for our first real boss fight. This might get interesting, because the last time I fought this boss, I killed him in 2 shots, because I was on an X game. So it's like, there's 2 phases. Phase 1, I need to shoot his tail. Ooh, he tail whipped me. Get around to the side there. That looked like a Mega Man attack right there. That looked like some kind of Windman attack. Damn, he's wrecking me. Can I get in? I gotta really get behind him. Well, right now I need to heal. Because the range on this gun is not great. I got a crit though, that's nice. Alright, so that killed his tail, and now I gotta shoot him in his stupid alligator face. One thing I liked about the bosses in this game, compared to other RPGs at the time, like, take Final Fantasy VII, for example. Can I shoot him from here? No, he's out of range. Now he's in range. A lot of the bosses, I couldn't actually tell what they were. Just because the polygon models, like, the models had such a small polygon count, the monsters look so abstract. And this game is kind of similar in some ways, like all PS1 games would be. But every boss fight has an FMV intro, so you get a really good look at the boss before you fight it. Oh, he's going to walk out of range for that shot. Yeah, he did. That takes care of Gator Man. Got a new magic spell. Got a Kevlar vest. I think I want to equip that. But I won't actually get access to my menu yet. So that concludes day 1. Well, the dungeon aspect. There's a lot of story. There's a lot of story to this game, you guys. You'll be reading a lot of story as we go through. There's a lot of cutscenes and things. But now it's time to meet Aya's backup, her partner. She is an NYPD officer. So obviously she has she's a rookie too. She's only 25. So obviously she has the grizzled old veteran cop partner. That's definitely a character we need to have in this game. And here go Daniel Dollis. What's up, Daniel? That's a hell of a way to walk into the game. Daniel's awesome. I love Daniel. You just know that the chief has Daniel in his office like every other week. It's like, damn it, Dollis! Mayor's gonna have my ass for this! Your badge, my desk! That's the kind of cop that Daniel is. And we have a lot of these like little car chats, like where Daniel and I are driving to their next destination and they chit-chat about what's going on. Because this game doesn't have an overworld map per se, they use these little scenes here with the cop car to kind of give a sense of distance, a sense of people traveling between the different locations of the game world, which I liked. I appreciated that quite a bit. And it's not like it's just useless padding. This game really makes use of every dialogue scene in the game. All the text in this game has a point, whether it's to help develop one of the characters or to further the plot. There's nothing in here that's just fluff. This game does not have a lot of fat. They trimmed off all of that before releasing it, thank goodness. And I don't know this for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of the characters in this game spend a lot of time mispronouncing the word mitochondria. That's a hard word. I'm just saying, it's a big word, okay? It's got like 107 letters in it. Oh man, hell yeah. Dig that NYC texture. All 8 polygons of New York City. It's good stuff, right? This was cutting edge graphics in 1998, guys, I promise. This is... It's so hard to look at now, but back in the day... Oh, look at the cute little Statue of Liberty! Oh, look at the cute little World Trade Center! Day 2. Fusion. We'll save the game here. And that's as good a spot as any to call it quits for this session. Guys, I'll see you back here in the next episode for Day 2 of Parasite Eve.